Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi and good evening to everyone. My name is Nik Muhammad Azri bin Muhammad Anwar, a member of Group 1 of Section 4 for the subject Critical and Creative Thinking. I will be your moderator for this forum today. Today is a beautiful day to have a discussion and hear everyone's opinion regarding our topic. We are in a situation where our company try to solve this issue using SWOT analysis. For those who are not familiar with the term SWOT analysis, it basically means strategic planning and strategic management technique used to help a person or organization identify strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat related to business competition or project planning. Before I begin our meeting, I would like to introduce our staff that will take part in the meeting. First of all is our financial officer, Miss Nurhayati Binti Khalid. Are you here, Miss?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, next, the legal officer, Miss Nurafifah Binti Lotfi. Are you here, Miss?
Yes, I'm present here.
Lastly, directly from the HR department, Miss Nur Akhmalia Binti Hekmal Hisham. Are you present, Miss?
Here I am present.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for responding. Look like everyone here already here. So shall we have our meeting started?
Yeah, so what's the purpose of the meeting?
The purpose of this meeting to discuss one of our influencers who have involved in the scandal news, and there are immeasurable negative comments posted on our social media platform. I personally think we need to review this matter carefully and take action towards solving this problem. You see, yesterday, late in the night, that influencer had caused a controversy in her Instagram account where she misdelivered information on one of our products in a very inappropriate way. Even though there are no such rule within our agreement regulation, this kind of behavior are not something should be taken lightly. Therefore, it will be best if we discuss it as soon as possible to avoid any possible backlash against our company.
Please excuse my institution, but I have a question. Is she the new influencer we hired for the previous campaign? Can anyone provide more information regarding this matter? She certainly is Miss Akhmalia. We agreed to hire her due to her spectacular performance in social media marketing. And just to let you know, one of my friends has briefed me about this, and we which is one of our influencer, Miss A, has been exposed by citizens for wearing fake garments and jewelry, which involve several leading brands. And on top of that, our loyal customer also questioned our stance in this matter and criticized Miss A credibility in representing our brand. We also need to bear in mind that we once had a small argument with Miss A due to her attitude and punctuality when shooting a campaign.
When is the agreement due with her?
Both parties have agreed to a 6-month agreement period, and we have already sent her 6 products to promote via social media and her blog. The total payment given to her is about 20,000 ringgit, which is 40% of the agreement.
I apologize for interrupting, Ms. Hayati, but I like to confirm that I correctly interpret your statement. There are still a few months remaining on the agreement, right? Can we assist her in resolving this issue? Moreover, she has a larger following, which also helps our company to grow. Pardon me, Miss Akhmalia. From my point of view, I recommend that we terminate her contract with our brand. This is to prevent additional backlash from potential customer against our brand. Is there any objection? Okay, I agree with you. So we should terminate her contract because there is a high likelihood that our company's sale will decrease in the future. There are companies that do not address the problem of their influencer, which ultimately bring them down, and we should hire a new influencer. However, besides hiring a new influencer, Is there any other way to enhance the marketing method of our company? Can anyone provide more information about this?
As far as I know, the technique we use regarding influencer marketing is by giving them our product and making an agreement within a period for them to promote our product. However, in fact, there are many other methods that can be used. Among them is affiliate marketing. This method requires influencers to promote our products on site or can also be redirected to our website. Influencers will only get profit from the commission we give for each purchase. This method is quite nice to avoid giving payments to the influencer without a profitable result from them. In addition, we can use the method of host giveaways. This method helps promote our company for free, but more widely. This method requires influencers followers to tag our company's social media and their peers in the comment section. Therefore, more people will be aware of the existence of our company.
I acknowledge all the methods that Ms. Nurhayati pointed out just now and pardon my recklessness in appointing to terminate Ms. A contract without us having comprehensive discussion to confront this matter.
That's a good point and what we were expecting from the influencer. However, based on our most recent influencer hire, who gave us a loss after receiving almost half of her payment, she caused a significant problem that negatively impacted our company. So I really hope that we consider continuing the influencer marketing method to elevate our brand name.
Financial officer give us a quite good piece of information. Is there any objection from others? How about you, legal officer?
I am convinced that when we collaborate with influencers for our campaign, they effortlessly reach our target audience and influence the purchasing decision of our customers. As is customary nowadays, the majority of consumers seeks recommendation and reviews from influencer before purchasing or subscribing to any service provided. Additionally, they are inventive in introducing our products which encourage potential customers to visit our brand's website and other social media platforms. And as a result, our company's sales figure increased substantially over the course of this month.
As far as I concern from Afifah perspective, I would like to point out that our company policy tend to standardize the content that can be shared. We are aware that the reason we reach out to this individual is not only because of their popularity and audience, but also because of their ability to create engaging and influential content. If we do not alter our policy, this will become a problem for our new influencer, Mr. Nick. The so-called professionalization of this social media influencer is beginning to become a drawback of influencer marketing. What do you think about this, Mr. Nick? Is it allowed to modify our policy for this section?
I think it's possible. However, to summarize the key point from all of you, Ms. Akhmalia mentioned influencer can play an important role in increasing our brand awareness and sale toward our target audience. Her statement was later supported by Ms. Nurafifah as she brought up influencer effortlessly capable of reaching their target audience. Unfortunately, the opinions differ for Nurhayati as she raised a case of our influencer that negatively impact our company. Once again, I ask Nurafifah to deliver your point of view.
Actually, I'm quite concerned that the recent incident will occur again with this new partnership. Moreover, hiring a new influencer will have a financial impact to us as their pay will be vary based on their prominence and status. In order to avoid this problem of so-called influencer fraud, we must also screen candidates truly due to the fact that some influencers have artificially inflate their numbers of followers by employing service providers that provide them with fake social media accounts as well as inorganic reach and engagement.
I agree with your point. In addition, the use of social media is now pervasive and affects all aspects of an individual's life. So many influencers are becoming increasingly bold in their pricing, and it is difficult for us to spend more on something that has not yet guaranteed a return to our company. Of course, there are many factors we need to consider before making any decisions related to this matter. I have also noticed that the weaknesses that have been discussed just now outweigh the strengths of influencer marketing. So is there still a need for us to hire other influencers to raise our brand?
It's a very good question. How about others? Anyone else want to object or support the statement made by Miss Nurafifah and Miss Nurhayati?
Because of the last influencer scandal, I am convinced that we still require the service of a new influencer to restore our company's good name, reputation. As a result, I propose that we begin talking about the possibility of hiring a new influencer for our companies, as well as the benefit that person would receive from doing so. Do you have any thought of this, Miss Afifah?
For me, regarding this matter, I am sure that some of you will agree with me, while others might not. But I would like to say that our brand has an opportunity to be in the global market demand if we can extraordinarily advertise our brand by proper collaboration with this new influencer. This will also tremendously increase sales revenues since we have more potential customers around the world. This can also help establish our brand to be seen as trustworthy, outstanding, and distinct from other competition.
I am sorry, but I have to disagree with your point and stick to my stance that influencer marketing does not bring great benefit to our company. There are many cases of influencers out there who are hired but do not carry out their duties as expected. They may only accept the agreement simply because of the money to meet their lifestyle, which has always been the focus of the public. Therefore, this can lead to inauthentic partnerships and content. Influencer followers certainly know their influencer very well and they are already have a strong bond. So of course, they can simply detect inauthentic content and consequently, product information cannot be conveyed well to the followers.
Ms. Nurhayati is right. In addition, it is necessary to recall obstacles such as ethical conflict. It is crucial to understand that the influencer we hire will serve as a representative for the company. If they engage in behavior that our company does not wish to be associated with, we may find ourselves in the midst of what we know as an influencer-induced crisis. It's what happened to the company following our last influencer. We do not wish for this to occur again. Is everyone in agreement with my statement?
You deliver quite a fact to us. However, I believe that information is not enough to convince anyone. Hence, I would like to give an opportunity to other staff to express their point and concern.
For me, I would like to add one more thing, which is if we hire a new influencer, we will be able to progress our business ventures persistently and in an innovative way. Plus, we also can protect our reputation rather than being tarnished by the recent scandal news. We can also offer this new influencer a longer contract with specific rules and regulations in order to avoid any unnecessary events in the near future. We should also point out that if they break the rules in a way that can harm brand, we want to consider them and they will have to refund us 40% from the total payment.
Indeed, Miss Afifah has a valid point. However, we should remember that human can change and that the influencer value and lifestyle are typically aligned with the service or product they are promoting. The fact that influencers are human and subject to change is one reason why this can be a disadvantage for the company. Perhaps our company can be saved by the content that you mentioned, but not the influencer. If the influencer decide they are tired of being a certain way and decide to completely change their identity, we will hopefully be able to prevent them from pulling our companies as well. Do you agree with my statement, Ms. Hayati?
Maybe you are right, Miss Akhmalia. However, after I think back, it will be good for us to continue this method of influencer marketing to re-raise our brand after the scandal committed by our previous influencer, just like Miss Nurhayati mentioned before. In fact, this month's sale have decreased due to the case, and we lack the funds to employ more effective marketing strategies, such as television advertisement or the appointment of new artists as brand ambassadors. For me, this method of influencer marketing is much more cost effective, but it is very important to put in more stringent conditions after this.
Based on our discussion, it seems more opportunity present than threat. However, that is not an end. Therefore, I would like to suggest a vote since it's the most fair way to determine our society right now. First, I would like to ask our HR, Ms. Nur Akhmalia, do you support the idea of hiring new influencer?
After hearing the perspective of each individual, sure, I support hiring a new influencer.
Thank you. Next, our financial officer, Ms. Nurhayati. Do you agree as well?
I have to admit that this method of influencer marketing will indeed benefit our company. Although at first I was a bit reluctant to agree on the opportunities we will get. So yes, I vote to agree.
Lastly, Ms. Nurafifah, the legal officer. Do you have the same thing on your mind?
For me, personally, I agree for this matter after considering all the pros and cons in this discussion, and as opportunity weigh more than the threats to our company, so I vote yes.
Since 3 out of 3 agree to hire a new influencer, therefore, our meeting have come to the conclusion that we need to hire a new influencer. Ms. Nurafifah, may I ask you to prepare an agreement paper?
Sure, yes, I will prepare an agreement paper with new rules and regulation as we stand to prevent other scandal news from happening again in the near future with this new partnership.
Next, Ms. Nurhayati, I would like to ask you to take a look at our budget and can you give us a short report about it?
Sure. Due to our sales decreasing this month, as I mentioned earlier, we also had to reduce the budget for our brand marketing by about 60% compared to payments to the influencers before. So we can only spend about 30,000 ringgit. For the report, I will pass it to you as soon as possible.
Thank you, Ms. Nurhayati. Lastly, Ms. Nur Akhmalia, can you make a list of names of to hiring a new influencer and advertise to find the new influencer?
Yeah, sure. Before we call them, I attempt to compile a list and discuss it with you first, Mr. Nick.
Thank you. Before we hear the closing statement, I wish to thank you all for demonstrating your civic concern by attending today's meeting. I did not forget to thank all the staff for the respect you show throughout this evening. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam.